أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Lead Counsel, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Without wasting time, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair for our next item on our today's agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
Good afternoon. We will have Honorable Silla to lead us in prayers, Muslim prayers, and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-rahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim. Khairil maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Innal ladzina qalu rabbuna Allahu thumma istahamu tatanazzalu alayhimul malaikatu an la tahafu wa la tahzanu wa abshiru bil jannati allati kuntum tu'adun. Nahnu awliyaakum fil hayati dunya wa fil akhirati wa lakum fiha ma tastahi anfusukum wa lakum fiha ma tad'una nuzulan min ghafurir rahim. Wa man ahsana qawlan mimman da'a ila Allahi wa amila salihan wa qala innani minal muslimin bi hurmati Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammadin fatihil lima ughliqa wal khatimi lima sabaqa nazil haqqi bil haqqi wal hadi ila siratikal mustaqim wa ala alihi haqqa qadrihi wa midari azim. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Gracious and eternal Father, we help in times of need. Our help in times of need. We thank you for sparing our lives, for mercies great and small. You are our light and salvation. We shall not fear the battles that comes by. Continue to be by our side as we journey on. Grant us good health, renewed strength, comfort and inner peace. Bless the work of our hands, and may your divine grace continue to abide with us now and forevermore. Amen.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Chair, over to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Keita.
Good afternoon, ma.
You're welcome back.
Thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Keita, we were discussing yesterday the issues regarding your procurement.
Yes.
Now, do you have the list with you today?
The list of
The procurement activities you have done for the period 2018 to 2019 and the value and the method you have adopted?
no, because I spent the night here.
Please come again.
I spent the night here.
Spend the night in Combo.
Yes. What I was told was to present the budget. I asked them to send that through email, and this morning I gave it to the secretariat to print it for me.
Very well. In that regard, then we will probably wait, Honorable Chairperson, until the witness comes back to present the.
He has the budget. Can we admit that? And then
You have it with you?
we will
Yes.
give him time to come.
We apply to tender the budget expenditure estimate for 2022. Into evidence and exhibit.
The Kerewan Area Council expenditure estimates for 2022 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/KEAC/AK/008.
As the Commission places. Now, just one question. How did you identify the contractor for the construction of the CEO's residence?
It was through an RFQ.
RFQ.
Yes.
Now, you were the one in charge during this period
To charge?
of the procurement?
No.
What do you mean no? Who was in charge of this procurement?
The procurement.
Officer.
Yes.
She took part in this?
Yes.
She requested for the conditions?
Yes.
For all the conditions?
For the procurement of the CEO's quarters, yes.
Yes. You didn't take part in this?
She took part.
What part did you play?
Even testified here.
What part did you play?
The forms, she was the one who issued the forms to the contractors.
Did you sit over this at the level of the contracts committee?
Yes.
Do you have the minutes of the meeting?
Yes, should be there.
Okay, please, we will request for the minutes of meeting of the contracts committee for this.
Okay.
That's all for this witness.
No.
Mr. Keita, thank you so much.
Okay.
We have requested you to bring us certain documents. We'll expect them on Monday next week.
Monday, okay.
All right?
Thank you.
And we will call you when we look at the documents you have submitted to us
All right.
to clarify some of the issues.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
You are discharged.
Thank you.
Thank you. Don't forget to contact Mr. Kamara to identify all the vouchers that you have listed
Okay.
with regards to the projects
All right.
that you were part of,
Okay.
right?
All right.
You check with him.
All right.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. You can place your papers and telephone on the table here and then stand here. Face that camera. Good afternoon. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. Mr. Witness, what is your religion?
Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
English.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Affirmation.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Use your right hand, raise it up, and then repeat after me. I, Maudo S. Baldeh,
Maudo S. Baldeh,
do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that, affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Baldeh.
Good afternoon, ma.
Yes, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Council, we may proceed.
Mr. Baldeh, good morning. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
What is your full name?
Maudo S. Baldeh,
Your address?
Janjambure.
Do you recall that a statement was obtained from you on the 21st and the 6th of February, 2025?
Exactly.
Who gave you these statements? Please take your time and go through it. Through the statements.
Exactly. You are the one.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Maudo S. Baldeh,
Yes.
and the additional statement to evidence as an exhibit.
The statement dated the 6th of February 2025 and the additional statement dated the 21st of February 2025 are both admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KEAC/MSB/001.
As the commission places. Now, Mr. Baldeh, what is your educational background?
I attended Armitage High School. From Armitage High School, I went to attend my AAT level 1 and 2. I did my computer advanced level. I am doing my ACCA level up to complete all the syllabus. I'm also doing my online bachelor's, both academic and professional.
Very well. And you currently work for the Kerewan Area Council?
Yes, exactly, as finance manager.
Since when?
2019 to 2023 July.
You were transferred from Baldeh? Area Council?
I am transferred from Baldeh Area Council to Kerewan Area Council.
When was your first employment with the Area Council?
Hello?
When were you first employed?
I was appointed on the 1st July 1999.
Do you have your appointment letter?
Yes, I have my appointment letter, but it's not with me here.
Where is it?
It's with my Sakonko Area Council.
Were you confirmed?
I am confirmed in
Do
all
you
the
have, do you have that?
my confirmation.
Yes.
On what? Which position?
Your first appointment, you would have been confirmed.
You know, I was appointed directly from a revenue collector.
Yes.
Okay, from revenue collector, I went to senior revenue collector. From senior revenue collector, I went to accounting assistant. From accounting assistant, I went to finance manager. From finance manager, I went to acting director of finance in Janjam, Baldeh Area Council. I was withdrawn again back to my finance manager position.
Now, were you promoted to the position of finance manager? You have a promotion letter?
Yes, I am promoted to the position of finance manager.
Do you have the letter with you?
Yes, I have it.
Where is the original document?
The original document must be with the office itself.
You don't have one?
I have it. I think I did not bring that. I just photocopied it. I bring my photocopied one. That's the one I'm using alongside.
We apply to tender a photocopied document with the heading appointment as finance manager to address the witness Maudo Baldeh.
Yes. Maudo
Acting
Baldeh.
finance. But I see no S here, it's just Maudo Baldeh.
Okay.
Or do you have S in the one you have?
Yes. My initial is S.
But there is no S in your appointment. Is there an S in your appointment?
Maybe it's there, but my initial, all my distance is S. S should be there. Maudo S Baldeh.
Then maybe it's another Maudo Baldeh. You can confirm that.
Yes, it's the same Maudo Baldeh.
Well, I'm reading from the document.
Which one? The original one?
You didn't give me any original.
No, this is the photocopied one. I have not bring the original one.
Can you confirm whether there's an S there? Is there an S on?
No, there's no S.
Okay.
Yes.
We apply to have the document admitted into evidence and marked accordingly.
A letter dated the, Mr. Baldeh, is it 10th or 19th?
The July?
The date of the appointment as finance manager. Is it the 10th or the?
It's the 10th.
All right, thank you. Kindly bring the original so that we compare it with this copy.
I will.
Okay. A letter dated the 10th of August 2012 with reference MKAC/FM/05
As Commission, please.
Is that 05 or 03? Kindly give him this to check. It's not too clear.
Which one? Which
The reference, is it 03 or 05?
I also have, my eyes are not so much good.
Wear your glasses,
And I cannot wear that too.
right?
MKAC. FM.
What is the number there?
The number 01, 04, 03. 03 in bracket.
I will take it again. A letter dated the 10th of August 2012 with reference MKAC/FM/03 addressed to Mr. Maudo Baldeh, and it has subject appointment as finance manager. It is signed by Samba MK Lee, Acting Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the PS, Ministry of Lands, Governor, Chairman, and Local Government Service Commission, Director of Planning and Development, Director of Finance, and the file copy is maintained. This letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/KEAC/MSB/002.
As the Commission places. Now, Mr. Baldeh, as the finance manager,
Yes.
what do you do in the area council? What is your job description?
My job description is to monitor revenue collection, update the Director of Finance
Yes.
on financial matters, and any other job given to me by the Director of Finance directly.
Now, how do you monitor the revenue collection?
On collection, I am always a supervisor, moving with the collectors from one place to the other to supervise them to see things are done effectively.
That is what you do, and that's where it stops?
Come on again?
Is that where your function stops, your TOR? Because you already said in your statement that you are not giving a TOR.
Yes, I was not given a TOR when I was in Kerewan. I was just acting according to the Director of Finance petitions of what I am supposed to do.
So you are no longer in Kerewan?
Hello?
You are no longer in Kerewan?
I am no more in Kerewan now.
Since when?
July 2023.
Where are you now?
I'm in Janjambure.
Okay, that's all right. But again, you must be familiar with the financial manual.
Exactly, I am.
It has a clear spell out of your role
Yes,
and your responsibility.
yes,
Were you familiar with that?
I am.
Now, for instance, it states the role of the finance manager,
Yes,
which you held at the time, correct? That you will be particularly responsible for the custody of all bank statements and a continuous check on all lodgements into the council's bank accounts. You do this?
exactly.
How do you do this?
Initially, I told you that I monitor the revenue collectors from one step to the other to see that the job is done effectively. I think that's what I said.
Yes. But
yes.
you have said that, but we want to know now how do you document that?
Yes, we document that.
How do you document it?
Because when we register, when we go around the businessmen, when we will be taking their names, the type of business they are doing, and the area they are located.
So you have that for the trade license? For the license, you mean?
The book should not be with me. It should be I am the supervisor. I am just making that it is done correctly. It is most of the time with the supervisor, the team leader. The area, yes, the area collector who is there. I am just to see the job is done correctly, effectively.
So you have a master book for all the registration, those who are supposed to pay trade license?
All the licenses that are collected from Farafenye to Bara, all the registers are there.
Okay. Now, again, back to your function as per the manual.
Yes.
The bank account statements.
Yes.
You have them? Do you have access to the bank account?
No, I don't.
You don't?
I don't. Those ones are directly under the Director of Finance. Yes.
Well, the law requires the Director of Finance and the CEO, they have automatic,
Exactly.
or they have absolute power
Over the
to also do some of these functions.
Exactly.
But the law requires that it is within your mandate.
No, it is not.
It is within your mandate. It says that you as a finance manager have custody of all bank statements.
I should.
Yes.
But in this case, I am not.
I understand that. Just take it easy.
Exactly.
I'm trying to tell you what your role is, and you will tell us whether you were given that role in actual practice or not. You understand that?
Exactly.
Yeah, so you tell us what obtained on the ground, he will tell you what should obtain on the ground.
Okay.
Now, the postings on the balancing of the daily abstract books, you do this?
Yes, I sometimes do it.
Sometimes.
Yes, I am authorized by the Director of Finance to be doing that.
So that's just sometimes, or?
Yes, because we know it is the Director of Finance who will decide who to give the job to.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, the postings on the balance of the general ledger, who does that?
You have another person who does that, the accounting assistant.
Accounting assistant.
Yes.
The drafting of final accounts and financial statements?
That is done by the Director of Finance.
But that's your responsibility?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you work with the internal auditor?
Yes, I do.
How? And to what level?
Like if the collectors are on the ground on their submission of books, they will start from the internal auditor.
No, they don't. They said they don't. They start with the CEO.
That's what I'm saying. It should be like that.
No, you don't forget. You have to tell me what obtained. I will tell you what should obtain.
What I'm also telling you, the former internal auditor that was there is not the same internal auditor that is there as at now. Because the internal auditor that is there as at now, I just worked with him for only 1 month.
Forget the individuals who will be present.
Okay.
Is the system the correct procedure?
Yes.
What was the system that obtained at the time?
The system I'm telling you is with the time I was there, the internal auditor that was there, the collectors will start from the CEO to the internal auditor to the Director of Finance. He will be there. I will only receive them for receipting.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's wrong. They should be audited first.
Exactly. But it was not done.
Okay. Now, back to some of the issues raised in your statement.
Yes.
But do you know why it was not done? Why payments were not, or collections were not passing through the internal auditor by the revenue collectors first before they got to see the CEO or Director of Finance? Do you know why that system was the prevailing system at the time?
Absolutely. In this case, I will say like maybe the CEO is the chief accountant. He can hijack all those things and say, I am the right person who should do this. It is not right. It should definitely start from the internal auditor. Check whether the check and balances, whether they are correct or not. But this was not the case. It has to start from the CEO to the internal auditor, then to the Director of Finance, last to me. Okay. It was not correct. It's not a correct procedure at all.
All right, Mr. Baldeh. Were you operating a cash book as a finance manager?
My own personal cash book?
Yes.
No, I am not.
You had no cash book?
I have no cash book.
So which cash book were you operating with?
The general council cash book.
So who had custody of the general cash book?
The Director of Finance.
Finance. How many cash books? Is it one? One master cash book?
One master cash book. Then we were using the manual.
Yes.
From the manual, we graduated from the manual to the IFNIS.
When did you start using the IFNIS?
In 2021.
Okay. Was it fully operational?
Partially.
Partially?
Yeah.
To what level?
Because we used to have backlogs. It was not directly functioning directly, because most of the time the backlogs are there. We are not directly doing it with the computer itself, because most of the time the backlogs will be there. They will be there up to a level.
Who has a computer?
Hello?
How many people operate the IFMIS?
We two.
And who are these people?
I am one. The second one is the one who is responsible for the expenditure.
It appears as if I heard you saying that we are not directly with the computer. Did you say that?
The computer? No, I'm not saying the computer. I said we are two people are operating the IFNIS.
Okay.
One, it should be four people because I enter the revenue after rounding all the places.
Yes.
The revenue have to come. I enter it in my system. The expenditure is with another person who will assign the expenditure.
Now, when you have a relationship with the revenue collectors and you enter their collections,
yes.
So you would know that how much they have you have generated in a year when it comes to revenue as a finance manager. Would you have the data of how much is generated in a year?
Yes,
yes.
Most of the time, the IFNIS will show that at the end of the day, even every 3 months, the IFNIS will show the amount of money that is collected. You have to run that out for the 3 months. From the 3 months, that's the quarter. The second quarter, the third quarter, up to the last year. So,
have you been doing bank reconciliations? I mean, at the level of the your finance department budget, because the IFNIS will show. The records will show how much probably is generated.
Yes.
But that will be informed through examining the GTR receipts, correct?
Exactly.
It should. But the system you've had is that GTR receipts are issued against the collections.
Exactly.
But not all the collections are deposited into the bank. Some have been expended in very unconventional means by authorizing expenditure for other council expenses, they will say.
Exactly. That was happening. That was happening.
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, to a large extent.
Yes.
Now, how do you reconcile this? This can only be done through bank reconciliation. Is that done in Kerewan in the council?
The bank reconciliation? In the time, at the initial, we did it only once. Once.
Afterwards, no bank reconciliation?
No, absolutely. Maybe it will move from the Director of Finance, but at my level, I'm not aware of it.
Okay. Now, the other issue is with respect to the relationship between the collectors and the Director of Finance and the CEO.
Yes.
Many of them testified here.
Yes.
That all the time, I know you've already said this, all the time, on most instances, when they collect revenue, they will have, in fact, it was an instruction.
Yes.
That they will have to wait for the CEO to give them instructions.
Yes.
Before they would know what to do with the money.
Yes.
Were you aware of this?
Yes, I am sometimes aware of it.
Is that truly an instruction from the CEO?
Exactly, it is from the CEO.
Now, bank paying in slips.
Yes.
Who has custody of bank paying in slips? When revenue collectors come from their collection points, if they deposit part of the money to the bank account, who would have custody of the bank paying in slips?
You know, they have to go to the CEO, from the CEO to the internal auditor, from the internal auditor to the Director of Finance, from the Director of Finance, they will be there for me to receipt. The receipt, I will take the difference between the money that was used in the field and the amount that was deposited. I will add them together to see whether it is in a unified way. Then it's the time I will add it, then I give it to the director. I will receipt, I give it to the Director of Finance.
Okay, so you are the one who will issue the GTR receipts?
Issue?
The GTR receipts?
No, I don't issue GTR. It was assigned to somebody else who used to issue GTR receipts, not me.
But you said you will receipt?
Receipt, yes. I told you are saying the one who give our receipts to collectors.
No.
I give the receipts.
By reconciling their expenditure?
Exactly.
With their deposits, if any?
If there is deposit, I'm going to take those deposit slips plus the amount that was used in the field.
How do you know the amount that was used in the field?
Because they will come with vouchers, our receipts.
They come to you with those vouchers?
Yes.
All the time?
All the time, with receipts and the pay slips signed by the CEO. So the moment it is signed by the CEO, I say it's authentic, so I take it.
Will these vouchers be supported by the necessary supporting documents?
Sometimes it's not.
Sometimes not?
Not.
Most times not?
Most time not.
Yes. So now, but you will record it anyway to say that the CEO had already cleared the expenditure. For instance, if the collection is $50,000.
Yes,
And $40,000 is said to have been spent on other expenses.
exactly.
As far as you're concerned, once there's a voucher
Yes.
authorized, signed by the CEO, you just add it, and then you will clear the revenue collector.
I will add the pay slip, if any, and the vouchers that if he have, add them together to see whether it is correspondent with the amount in the cash book. When it's correspondence, I receive it, enter it in the system, pass the vouchers to the Director of Finance.
All right. But that job would probably be for the receiving cashier, normally, if you've had a receiving cashier, no?
Yes, we don't have a receiving cashier.
Do you know why?
In the provinces, most of the time, we don't have cashiers.
So the finance managers will double ask cashiers.
Yes, sometimes.
In this instance, you double ask the receiving cashier.
Yeah, the receiving cashier.
Yes.
Yes, the finance manager will double ask the receiving cashier.
Now, the second page, it says, as finance manager, I am responsible for paying of staff salaries, through which checks would be drawn in my name, which I will withdraw.
Yes.
And make the payments accordingly. I will also make some petty payments, such as net allowances, wages, suppliers, and contractors. In all these cases, I got the authorization from the CEO.
Yes.
Now, we know you are not the receiving cashier, you are not a cashier.
Yes.
But you perform the role of a receiving cashier, or sometimes the paying out cashier in this instance.
Certainly.
Correct? Now, do you have a cash book for this?
We just use the general cash book. That's the only one cash book we have is the general cash book.
Cash book.
Yes, exactly.
So the finance director will give you the cash book. Well, there should be a cash book for the receiving cashier and a cash book for the paid out cashier, generally.
You know, in this case, I'm not using my own personal receipt book. I'm not using my own personal cash book. I'm using the general cash book that is being used by the Director of Finance. I'm authorized by the Director of Finance to be using that cash book.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, for the issues regarding these payments,
Yes.
the petty cash system payments, do you follow the procedure for petty cash?
We don't.
Do you know why?
No, absolutely, I don't know.
Do you retire?
I don't.
Is that given to you?
You know, we deal in cash flow. The payment, the type of payment we have on the ground,
Right.
is that amount that is given.
Yes.
That payment is done.
Yes.
Returned back to the Director of Finance.
Right. But that would not be proper.
It is not proper.
That would be against the basic accounting principles.
Exactly.
So if you need money in hand,
Yes.
there's a process that you follow. Is that not the case?
In this case, we are not.
So how do you retire the monies that are given to you, for instance?
I don't retire. You know, what I'm telling you is like if a voucher is 20,000 or 100,000, a payment is 100,000 or 20,000 or 30,000.
Right.
It's the same amount that I'm giving with the voucher.
Right.
After completing that payment, I return it back to the Director of Finance.
Yes, but I'm now saying, how do you return that? Even retiring an impress
Yes.
is returning an impress, returning.
Yes.
So how do you do this? Is it recorded or it's not recorded?
You know, already the voucher is recorded.
Yes.
Already it's a written voucher that is given to me by the Director of Finance and the money
Correct.
to carry the payment.
Yes.
After carrying the payment, I just return back the voucher. There is no procedure that I'm doing.
Why is that? Why is that?
That's what we are doing. It is not normal, but that's what we are doing.
Yes, but you are educated.
Yes, I am.
You have qualifications in accounting.
Exactly.
So why would you accept that?
You know, in this case, I don't have any power. I am under somebody, under a supervision of somebody.
No,
So
go ahead.
Yeah, I have no power on that.
But it's not as simple as that. It's not as easy as saying you don't have any power in that. You should raise the issue that the proper procedure for expenditure should be followed.
Yes, it is.
Is that not the case?
Yes,
So why were you just following the custom?
We were not. I was not. We were not.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Why were you not insisting that the proper procedure must be followed?
Not me per se. I am just authorized to do.
No, but if you are giving money
Yes.
in your possession,
Yes.
let's say you have $100,000 to make payment,
Yes.
How do you classify that in accounting? Is that a petty cash float or this thing?
You know, initially I told you that we are not using the petty cash. Yeah. We are using the cash flow.
Is that petty cash float?
Yes, the cash flow management. You know, like a petty cash, you are given an estimated amount that at the end of the month or at the end of the week, you retire. In this case, this is not happening. What we am giving is, like if I am given a cash by the Director of Finance or a voucher to carry a payment, after that completing that payment, I return the voucher directly. No need like keeping the money or handling the voucher. I make the payment, return it back to him.
So there is no record of receiving and no record of returning?
Not at all.
Mr. Baldeh?
Yes, sir.
As being someone who is highly qualified,
yes, sir,
in this area,
yes,
why did you not challenge the process?
I dare not.
Why?
I was directly under the Director of Finance and the CEO. If I want to challenge, I can be dealt with.
You can be?
I can be dealt with.
How?
By using their own powers.
How?
I'm not a senior staff.
They didn't employ you, Mr. Baldeh? You were employed?
They didn't employ me, but they can suppress me.
They can suppress you?
Yes.
How can they suppress you?
Using their own powers on me.
The right thing?
No, yes.
And so you rather do the wrong thing and not be suppressed than do the right thing and be suppressed?
Initially, I thought I was not doing the wrong thing. I thought I was doing the right thing.
No.
It's now I know that it is not. It was not correct.
You cannot rise to the level of a finance manager and say you do not know that as simple as a petty cash system.
You know, the petty cash should not be initiated by me. It should be initiated by the CEO, not me.
No, if you are to have cash in your hand,
yes,
you should apply for it.
Through whom?
You should apply for it.
Through who? Through the Director of Finance or the CEO?
Let me read to you what it says. Page 53. It says, the council will operate a petty cash float from which minor expenses can be paid. The float should not exceed the amount prescribed and approved by the CEO.
Yes.
The chief executive, in consultation with the Director of Finance, should set the ceiling on the amount and types of expenses that can be paid through petty cash. Yes. The procedure says, where a petty cash float is approved, a payment voucher is prepared in the name of the petty cashier.
Exactly.
That is not done.
That was not done.
Good. So you are given $100,000. You should ask for what?
No, I'm just giving you as an example. I'm not saying that this is the amount that was given to me.
No. I'm also taking 100,000. It could be more. It could be less.
Yes, okay.
Yes. I'm just saying.
Yes.
The moment you are given cash in hand, you should ask for what? First.
No, I do know. I will be given the voucher with the money.
Correct. Now it says, and a check is drawn for the approval amount. The petty cashier will post this amount in the debit side of the petty cash book.
Yes.
Payments from the float will be made through petty cash vouchers approved. The float shall be replenished regularly by the amount of the payments made during the period. At the time of replenishing, the petty cashier will submit to the senior accounts clerk or finance manager. There's a process.
Yes, exactly.
So in this case, you're not even supposed to be the one doing payments, even though we had said that you are not a cashier, but you act like a cashier.
Exactly.
Now, it has 705 posting the petty cash.
Yes.
You do all this?
We don't.
You don't?
No.
So no one will know, can account for monies properly that are being expended then?
This is it. That's what I'm saying.
You cannot know for certain monies that have been expended, monies that have been given to you as a acting receiving cashier.
Yeah.
And how much you have spent, the records would not be correct.
This is it.
But my point is, this you would have been in a position to know. Now, it is a wrong procedure. That is a wrong procedure.
That's what I told you. It's a wrong procedure. Since at the beginning I told you it's a wrong procedure.
Yeah. Now, the checks that are drawn in your name and other council staffs as well.
Yes.
This you are aware of?
Yes, I am.
Now, why would checks be drawn in your name in particular?
Those ones, some are there for salaries, some are there for some petty payments that are done in the office. After collecting the cash from the bank, The ones that are supposed to go to the salaries for other banks, I take them. The other ones, I take them, give the other cash to the Director of Finance. Anytime he need a payment that is supposed to be done, he give me the voucher with that money, I carry the payment, give him back the voucher.
Do you have the record for how many times you have had petty cash with you?
Petty cash?
Yes.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
Now, do you also have a record for how many times you have withdrawn monies from the account?
Several times.
Several times.
Yes.
Are there vouchers accompanying the checks?
Salary vouchers, and some, I brought some examples here where I will withdraw, the payment will be given to the Director of Finance, the amount that they like. If I receive the money, some will be given to the sub-treasury head in Bara, sub-treasury head in Farafenye. Some monies we are having staff salaries at Visa Bank, their money will be deposited there. Some we have some staff at GT Bank, money will be deposited there. Some we have staff at Trust Bank, money will be deposited there.
So you do pay salary sometimes?
Me?
You, yes.
Per se?
Yes.
Yes, sometimes I do pay salaries.
Now, your additional statement?
Yes.
We have the withdrawals.
Yes.
The Access Bank, Guarantee Trust Bank, and Eco Bank.
Yes.
It says for Access Bank, $417,640.
Yes.
The total.
Yes.
We have $572,631 for GT Bank.
Yes.
$374,584 for Trust Bank.
Yes.
And $5,221 for Eco Bank, and $5,221,470 for Eco Bank.
Yes.
Now, do you have vouchers for all this?
These are the salary vouchers we are talking of.
I mean, are there vouchers for all these withdrawals? It's your evidence that they are salary vouchers. Are they all for salary vouchers?
The ones I know is the salary vouchers that I receive and pay to the bank, and or the ones that are paid on pay table. The money that is paid to the given to the Director of Finance, I can account for that.
Why?
Because the money is collected and given to him to make his own payment. Because I pay, he gives somebody also to pay.
Do you know how many you have given to the Director of Finance? You would not know.
Absolutely, it's several times, a lot of times. He will dedicate somebody to do the payment. He will receive the cash. Sometimes I'll be giving the cash to make a payment. Sometimes he will give it to my assistant to make payments. So not me alone who used to make, or he sometimes himself make the payment.
For instance, your withdrawals amounted to $417,640.
Yes.
For Access Bank.
Yes.
From Access Bank.
Yes.
You can't account for all this. Is that what you're saying? Because you don't, unless there are salary vouchers which you can see.
Yes.
If you have given any money from any sum from this amount to the other finance, you can't account entirely for this amount.
Any large amount is salaries. Any small amounts are given to the Director of Finance.
So the $417,640 is that
it's not the same. Not the same withdrawal.
I know.
That's exactly.
You see me out.
Yeah.
The point is, if you had made withdrawals from the account,
yes,
there should be supporting vouchers for those withdrawals. That is the point.
Yes.
You are not expected to withdraw monies and give to the other fund. That is not proper. Is that proper? Should you be able to?
It is not proper.
Should be able to have a check as an employee of council, as a finance manager, the CEO, and the Director of Finance. They write a check in your name.
Yes.
And you go to the bank.
Yes.
You withdraw an amount.
Yes.
And just come back and give it back to them. Would that be normal?
It is not.
Then why would you do it?
Why should I do it?
Yes.
I am authorized by him to do it.
You're authorized to do something that's abnormal, and you still do it.
Exactly, I do.
Why?
It is not normal.
Yes, but that's why I'm now asking the question, why should you do it, knowing fully well it is not normal?
Then I don't know it. It's now I know.
No. What was your qualification?
Yes.
What is your qualification? Can you remind us what your qualification is?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
I did my technician.
Where?
MDI.
Which level? Which year?
That one was 2001, 2002.
2002, 8 technician.
Yes.
And afterwards?
I did my advanced computer training. I did my advanced computer training. I did my ACCA. I'm also now completing my ACCA. I'm also doing my online university on academics.
When did you start with ACCA?
2 to 3 years back.
So when you were the finance manager, you have knowledge and education about finance and accounting?
Exactly, I do.
Yes. And so you are not a lay person in this area?
Exactly.
So it is not now that you know that you can't just be given a check, because you are not a contractor. You did not do any contract. You're not a service provider. You are an employee of the bank. Of the institution.
What I'm telling you, Council, I told you initially, I said I don't draw the check. The check is drawn by...
No, I didn't say you drew the check.
Okay.
Having the check in your name...
Yeah. Several times.
As a finance manager...
Yes.
Going to the bank,
yes.
withdrawing money, going back to give it to the director of finance...
Yes.
That would not be proper.
It is not.
And you knew this before?
I didn't.
No, you can't convince anyone that you did not know this. You were occupying the position of a finance manager. Unless you say you were not competent enough to hold this position as at the time you were employed.
I am.
You were not?
I was.
Okay, and I agree.
Exactly.
If you were competent enough, you would know that what I'm saying is true. That you were in a position to know that the procedure adopted was wrong.
Initially, I said I don't know.
Then you were not competent.
I am.
Exactly, then you knew. It's only if you're competent that you will know. If you're incompetent, you will not know.
I am competent. I was very competent.
So choose one.
Yes.
Choose one. You have to choose one. We move.
Yes.
Were you competent or incompetent?
I was very competent.
So you knew your job?
Yes, I do.
And so you knew the procedure was wrong at the time?
Yes.
Exactly. That's as simple as that. Then why did you do it?
Come again?
Why would you do that? Why would you allow yourself to be used, given finance? Because you said you can't account for those monies.
Yes.
And the whole issue of finance is accountability.
Exactly.
Unless it is yours, if it is not your money, you work for an institution, you must account for the money. So why would you engage yourself in financial practice that you can't account those financial transactions?
In receiving the money,
yes,
I don't think I am accounted for that, because I am not a signatory to that account. I am sent by the authority to do that. After doing that, I retire the money to them. They know what to do.
Do you know whether...
For the salaries, that one, absolutely, I know that I carry all those ones out.
No, I am not talking about the salaries.
Exactly.
And for the salaries, you will have to provide the voucher if they exist.
Yes.
For all these withdrawals,
yes,
we would expect that you will provide us with the necessary vouchers.
Yes.
You are the one making the payments. For the ones you have said, it is for salary payment.
Yes. I'm not saying all. I'm saying some are for salary payment, some are for other expenditures that are done in the office.
Let me add the word some.
Okay.
But I thought we have already cleared the fact that some monies were paid to the Director of Finance.
Exactly.
So let me add the word some. So for some of the withdrawals that were specifically for salaries, there should be vouchers.
Yes.
And so we will request that you will provide us with the vouchers necessary. You will work with Mr. Kamara.
Yes.
If the vouchers are here,
yes,
you identify the vouchers,
yes,
that would correspond to the withdrawals for salaries.
Okay.
And for the outstanding ones, you will now tell us whether those monies were given to the Director of Finance or not, and whether you have any supporting documents to establish otherwise.
I don't have any supporting document of collecting.
So for any money that you can account for by way of salary voucher, that those monies are given to the
Director of Finance. Exactly.
And who's the Director of Finance?
Ablai Khan.
Ablai Khan.
Yes.
So if the Director of Finance says that you didn't give money to him, what should we do?
If he said I have not given the money to him, and he is the one who signed the check, yes, then it's somehow fishy here. He signed the check, give it to me. You know, absolutely receiving the money. He himself will not expect me to handle that cash.
Absolutely, I agree.
Exactly. So I don't think they are not to say no. He also has a supervisor. That is the chief executive officer, because applicant alone cannot act on that. You have a supervisor who is telling him to do this.
No, see, there are different types of expenditure.
Yes.
You are not just a mere revenue collector.
I am not a revenue collector.
Okay.
And I am not also to decide on payment or not to do, whether to do payments or not to do payments. That's not my mandate. I don't have that powers.
And you cannot also decide on whether the payment is made in your name or not.
That the check is done in my name?
Yeah. You can also decide about that.
That one, no, this one, when the check is done, it's not me alone. It's several people who the checks are done in their own names.
Let's stick with you. You're the one who is here.
I will be called by the Director of Finance.
Yes.
You are supposed to go to the bank and withdraw this cash.
Yes.
We have certain payments that we are supposed to do.
Yes.
I go to the bank, withdraw the cash, bring it to him to carry his payment.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
The monies that you give to the Director of Finance.
Yes.
Will he give you a check which will be accompanied by a voucher?
At that juncture, I am not. I am just giving the check to do the
Baldeh,
yes.
That is what makes it wrong.
But initially I told you that is wrong.
No, not that part. Not that part. The issue regarding having check in your name.
Yes.
Without a supporting document. Coming now to hand over the money to the Director of Finance.
Yes.
As if it is his personal account that he has sent you to the bank to withdraw money on his behalf.
Not he alone. It's two signatures who have signed.
It is their personal account.
That's what I'm saying. I say it's not he alone. It's not Mr. Khan alone who is signing the check. It's both them. He and the CEO.
There is for two.
Yes.
As if it is their personal account that they are sending you.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Exactly. I do.
So when they give check to you in your name as a finance manager.
Yes.
Knowing the financial principles and methods that should be adopted, knowing fully well a certain procedure is not very transparent.
Exactly.
You have a check in your name.
Yes.
Maudo S. Baldeh.
Yes.
Go and withdraw $500,000.
Yes.
But you know the account you are withdrawing from.
It's not the personal account.
Exactly.
Exactly. I concur with that.
Yes. You know it is not their personal account.
Yes.
And these two, they are also should work within the legal framework.
They should.
That they don't have the right to just withdraw money anyhow. You know this.
Exactly, I do.
So now you should have to see those, even if you are to accept checks in your name, let's assume you are now accepting checks in your name.
Yes.
I may understand that even though you are not the cashier,
yes,
or the paying out or the receiving cashier,
yes,
that you are performing the role of a cashier, that may be seen to be okay, fine, trying to just fix a gap or a lacuna.
Yes.
Even though it is not your function.
Yes.
It's not your role.
Yes.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yes.
You can tell them this is not my function, this is not why I am here.
Yes.
But fine. Well and good. You are saying, well, I have vouchers for the salaries.
Yes.
The money then may be accounted for.
Yes.
And so it's only an administrative lapse.
Yes.
Maybe. But now you are giving a check with no supporting document.
Yes.
By two people.
Yes.
That have custody of the public finances.
Exactly.
And you see no supporting documents.
Yes.
Should you or should you not withdraw the money? It's a question.
I should not.
Exactly.
I should not.
This is what I want to hear from you.
I should not.
Yes. The mistake had already been done.
Yes.
But you should not withdraw the money.
It should not.
Yes.
I told you that, Councillor. I told you that it is wrong to do it.
Now, how many CEOs have you worked with?
In Kerewan?
Yes.
3.
From 2018, it should be 2 from 2018.
Yes.
CDK Toure.
CDK Toure.
And
Samba MKL and Senator Martin Sonko.
And Senator Martin Sonko.
Yes.
Now, Senator Martin is just recently, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right. So again, for your withdrawals, we would want you to help us find the vouchers that you can find and relate with these withdrawals.
Okay.
You understand? All the vouchers.
Okay.
Because the monies have to be accounted for.
Yes.
So the other issue is on the second paragraph of your additional statement.
Yes.
It says, on the issue of several deposits made into Pa Omar Ndau's private personal bank account
yes.
at Trust Bank.
Yes.
It is true that I made some cash deposits into Ms. Ndau's personal account. Why did you do that?
You know, when I was in Farafenye, if I am giving the check to withdraw, if I withdraw, instead of traveling all the way to Bara, we send it in his account to withdraw it instantly to pay salaries. But I learned he was not withdrawing all that cash. He used to leave some cash in the account, which I did not know, because exactly the amount that is in the voucher is the same amount I sent to his account. I expect him to withdraw all that cash and pay it to his name. But secondly, he used to take his salary through the pay table. So he was telling us that the money that he was leaving in that account was his own personal salary. Because we are not paying him to the bank. We used to pay him
through the... Did you verify that?
Hello, sir?
Did you verify that?
I didn't. I never knew whether this money, he was leaving money. I was expecting him to withdraw all the cash, pay the staff salary.
So you see why...
Including himself.
So you see why it is dangerous if you depart from your basic principles of your training and your education.
I was running from a problem, land into a problem.
What problem were you running away from?
Because I handling the cash from that place to Kerewan, because I was not using, I was in a public vehicle. I was not using an official vehicle. I was running from that problem, money being tampered. That's why I sent it in his account so that he will withdraw it, pay the staff salary. I was expecting him to withdraw all, not to leave some, withdraw and leave some.
Were you instructed to do that?
Exactly. I was instructed by the CEO and the Director of Finance to be paying in his account so that he will withdraw it there, pay the staff on the ground there.
All right. So you have clear instructions to do that?
Exactly.
Even though that is not normal as well?
It is not normal.
It's not correct?
It is not.
You still do that?
Yes, exactly.
Now, and this is the practice with other casual staffs as well.
Yes.
That is very clear from other staff of the councils. The checks will be drawn in their name. So basically, the accounting principle or the accounting method in Kerewan Area Council is not regulated. You agree with that?
Come again. I'm not hearing loud and clear.
The accounts unit is not regulated. You don't follow strict accounting principles.
Then we were not.
You are not there now.
Yes, we were not.
You were at all.
At all. Yes. As what we are saying, if those ones are the procedure and those ones are the procedure, definitely we are not. We are not at all.
Not if that is the procedure. You know that is the procedure.
That should be the procedure, but we are not doing that.
All right. Any questions for the witness?
Baldeh.
Yes, ma.
Yes, you said you can remember in 2021 and 2022.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma.
Council outsourced the preparation of financial statement to a private consultant.
Exactly.
Who was the private consultant?
This was not initiated by me. It was initiated by the CEO and the Director of Finance. Those ones, I think they are the right people who should answer that. I know that it was given to somebody else to prepare the financial statement of the council.
Yes. Now,
I was not privy to it. They are the one who initiated, and they are the one who give it to the individual to do it for them.
how much was he paid?
By check?
Yes.
It was paid by check.
How much?
If I can recall, it was 40,000. If I am not mistaken, it was 40,000.
Please note it down so that you check, and when you come back, you will give us the correct information.
Okay. You have a pen there?
Give him a pen, please.
Yes, ma.
Yes. Now, the Ramadan support,
Yes, ma.
how much do you normally expend as a council? And who are the beneficiaries? of the Ramadan support that the council gives out?
Almost all the staff benefit.
How much do you expend in total?
Actually, I cannot recall that, unless through the vouchers.
Please note and provide for us. This Ramadan support, who sanctioned it?
The chief executive officer.
Which one of them?
Both.
Which one of them?
I say both of them. CDK Toure, Samba M. Kelly.
Yes.
Absolutely, Ramadan did not meet Senator Martin together with me. I don't know whether they are still now continuing the same procedure or not. But I did definitely, I cannot say on behalf of her.
You as finance manager.
Yes.
Is this factored in the budget, yearly budget? Because you are supposed, as finance manager, you are supposed to know how much is in the budget and what they are entitled or required to expend from the budget, given the income that you earn.
Absolutely. I was not the head of the budget. You know, the budget is not in my custody. The budget is in the custody of the CEO and the Director of Finance.
So you do not have an idea?
I don't have an idea, to be candid.
Council, you may proceed. Thank you, Mr. Baldeh.
Mr. Baldeh, some few questions. You know Babu
Ndur? I did.
You know him anymore?
I know him very, very well.
So you do?
Yes, I do. Very, very well.
Good. Now, Babu Ndur, very similar with other people, others who work in council.
Yes.
Other staff of council.
Yes.
Checks would be drawn in his name.
Yes.
And he will go to the bank, make withdrawals, and do as instructed.
Yes.
Now, in few of his withdrawals, he had mentioned your name. Have you heard that?
I did. Okay.
Now, he said,
yes.
For instance, a check was drawn in his name with a voucher, KACPV 2100440 on the 31st of May 2021, an amount of $210,000.
Yes.
He said, I withdrew the cash from council's account and the authority of CEO Lee and Director of Finance. The said authorities drew the check in my name and asked me to withdraw the cash from the council's account at EcoBank, which I did, and delivered the cash to CEO Lee and Maudo Baldeh. You are Maudo Baldeh?
I am Maudo Baldeh. Absolutely, that baffles me. Like, I am not a signatory to that account, and I was not the one who drew that check. If Babu have to receive that check and give that cash to me, I'm definitely surprised, because when he said he gave it to Maudo Baldeh, that doubts me. I am not saying that he have not withdrawn the check. He wrote it, but giving the cash to me, that baffles me. I did not know why.
Were you present at any point in time when Babu was giving money to the CEO? Have you ever been present?
I do recall a check is written in name of Babu, sent to Farafenye. He received the cash from Farafenye, transport to the main office, deposit the money with the Director of Finance. I can recall that. But giving the cash directly to me, who did not draw the check, that doubts me.
Now, have you witnessed Babu Ndur giving money to the CEO when you were present?
No, absolutely no.
You've never witnessed that?
No, I have never witnessed that. Giving cash to the CEO, I have never witnessed that.
Again, the same amount of $50,000 was also given to the CEO and Maudo Baldeh, he said.
Cash?
Yes.
Absolutely. Anyway.
Your answer is no?
I know.
All right. So, you have never been present when Babu Ndur will give money to the CEO, correct? That's your evidence?
That's my evidence.
Now, but have you had checks that are written in the name of revenue collectors, and then you would have to give these collectors the check for withdrawal?
Yes. Some checks are written in the name of the collectors.
All right, Mr. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
That's all for you. We will call you back certainly. But in the meantime, unless there are questions, we will write to you.
Yes.
We will write to you for these withdrawals so that you help account for the withdrawals by way of providing vouchers.
Okay, like when because I'll be going back to Janjamure.
No, the letter will indicate clearly.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Mr. Baldeh, you have indicated that you did not maintain a cash book. Is that correct?
My own cash book?
Yes.
I didn't.
You don't maintain
I don't maintain a cash book. A personal cash book, I don't maintain a personal cash book. It's the general cash book of the council that we maintain.
That you maintain?
Yes.
You have said in page 1
yes.
of your witness statement, the one dated the 6th of February 2025,
yes.
you have said that, I'm quoting what you have written,
yes.
the last paragraph, I will capture these revenue details in the cash book through bank paying slips. Expenses that are made in the field
yes.
must accompany and approve receipt by the CEO
yes, sir.
before I record it in the cash book as council revenue.
Yes.
Cash submissions entered in the cash after verification by the internal audit, finance manager, and the CEO.
Finance director.
What I have in your statement is finance manager, and that is why I'm asking you the question.
So maybe that's a typing error. It should not be finance manager, because I was the finance manager. Yes, the finance director is there.
Yes, that is why I wanted to ask you.
Yeah,
that based on what you have told us, all what you have told us here,
yes,
it might have been contrary to, it is contrary to what is contained in your statement.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So you are maintaining that it's not finance manager?
It's the finance director. I am always the last point.
Okay. So, Mr. Baldeh, we will call you back.
Okay.
When you come to check with the registrar on the withdrawals.
Okay.
I believe that there are various withdrawals which are amounting to 5 million and 6 million respectively.
Exactly.
And above.
Exactly.
Thank you. You are discharged.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters.
Thank you.
Mr. Witness, what is your religion?
My name?
Your religion. What is your religion?
My real name is Lamin Dampha.
I mean your religion.
I'm a Muslim anyway.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
Yes.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
I want to do my testimony in English.
Okay, do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Yeah, I can swear into the Holy Quran.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Hold the Holy Quran. And then repeat after me.
Okay.
I, Lamin Dampha,
Lamin Dampha,
do swear that I'll speak the truth,
I speak the truth,
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Dampha.
Good afternoon, Ma.
You are welcome.
Thank you, Ma.
Council, you may proceed.
Yeah, Council, may I make some rectification on the document that I gave out here? I said I want to make rectification on the document that I gave out to the investigators.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Good afternoon, Mr. Dampha.
Yes.
We'll get to the point wherein we'll show you your statement, and if you want to make any amendments, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Of course, with the permission from Madam Chair.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Now, could you please tell the Commission your name?
Pardon?
Tell the Commission your full names.
My name is Lamin Dampha.
What is your address?
My address is Jara Japine.
Do you still work for Kerewan Area Council?
No, I no longer work with the Kerewan Area Council.
When did you join Kerewan Area Council?
Yeah, that is the rectification I wanted to do. I said here 2016, but instead it should have been 2014. 2020, because 2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember making a statement with the investigators?
Yeah, I do remember.
Now you can kindly go through your statement. How many statements did you make?
Yeah. My statement is here on the document that is in front of me.
Okay, so what was the ratification that you needed to make?
I wanted to put 2014 instead of 2016.
Line what of your paragraph to make it easier? Because we've seen so many dates.
That will be on the fourth one, on the fourth line.
That wasn't referring to when did you join Kerewan Area Council?
Yes, because then, I've been a rent tribunal officer until
That
2016.
wasn't referring to when you joined Kerewan Area Council. That was referring to when you were posted at the rent tribunal.
No, for rent tribunal, I was there since 2003.
In your statement, it states, I joined Kerewan Area Council in 2003.
Yes, 2003, I said.
Yes, what's the amendment that you want to make?
The amendment I wanted to make is when I was redeployed to the market as a market master. That was in 2014 instead of 2016. That was the rectification I wanted to make.
Madam Chair, the witness wished to amend the date on his statement on the fourth line from 2016 to 2014.
The application is granted.
Now you can kindly take a pen and scratch do the amendments and sign across it.
I tell him that I'm done.
That was the only rectification you want to make?
I said made the rectification.
I understand it will be admitted accordingly, but what I'm saying is, was that the only rectification you want to make on your statement?
Yeah, of course, I also want to make another rectification where they put committee.
First page, second page, first paragraph, second paragraph?
It is the first page where, okay. Okay, then I see something here on the second page. On the third line, there is a committee including myself, that committee.
Mr. Dampha, kindly speak into the mic. You need to be
Yes,
audible.
I said, on the third line.
Third line of?
The second page.
Yes, which reads?
Which reads, that there was a committee including myself.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you need to change on that line?
I want to put there as a team instead of a committee.
Okay, in your evidence, you can go through that one because we've had evidence that there was a committee as well.
Yeah.
Now, aside from that, you confirm that to be your statement, that's your signature on the statement?
Yes, exactly.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender the statement of the witness, Mr. Lamin Dampha, dated 11th February 2025 into evidence as an exhibit.
Exactly.
The statement dated the 11th of February 2025 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/KAC/LD/001.
Yeah.
As the commission pleases. Mr. Dampha, do you have your appointment letter?
Yes, I have it here.
You have your confirmation letter?
In fact, it's here.
Your appointment letter and your confirmation letter.
This is the appointment letter, but the appointment letter.
And when you were promoted as a market master from 2016 to 2019, were you written to?
Well, the thing, the problem is like, I have the deployment.
Okay, you can provide those.
From being a rent tribunal officer to become a market master. Yes. That is the one I have here.
That's okay.
Yes.
Do you have the redeployment letter to be a deputy sub-treasurer from 2019 to 2022?
This is what I have here right now.
Okay, now you can provide those documents. Let me turn that in. But were you confirmed?
Yeah, I was confirmed, but I did not have any confirmation letter.
As in you were not issued a confirmation letter, or you didn't have it here?
Yes.
You're not having it here, or you were not?
No, it was not given to me.
Okay. Where's the appointment letter?
Yeah, no, the deployment.
No, when you were appointed in 2003.
Yeah, let me see that also. I have it here in my documents. Let me find out.
Okay.
Yeah, that also is here.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender a copy of offer of appointment for rent officer dated 18th November 2003, addressed to the witness, Mr. Lamin B. Dampha, signed by local government officer, copied commissioner, president, rent tribunal, chairman, Kerewan Area Council, treasury, Kerewan Area Council. And the second document is the original of the redeployment letter from rent tribunal to senior revenue collector. Same is addressed to the witness, Mr. Lamin Dampha, signed by the CEO, Kerewan Area Council. All into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 18th of November 2003 with reference KSC/120B, addressed to Lamin B. Dampha, and it has subject offer of appointment for rent officer. The letter is signed by local government officer. It is copied to the commissioner, NBD, president, rent tribunal, chairman, Kerewan Area Council, treasurer, and a file copy is maintained. The second letter is dated the 1st of November 2014 with reference KAC/ADM/69/01 in brackets 123, addressed to Lamin Dampha, rent tribunal officer, North Bank region. It has the subject redeployment from rent tribunal to senior revenue collector. It is signed by the Chief Executive Officer, Kerewan Area Council. It is copied to the Chairman, Kerewan Area Council, Director of Finance, Chairman, Establishment Subcommittee, and a file copy is maintained. These two documents are admitted in evidence together as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/KEAC/LD/002.
As the commission pleases. Mr. Dampha, as a market manager from 2016, we will now focus on from 2018 to 2022 by the time you left, okay? So, as a market master, how many market collectors do you have under you?
There were 6 of them.
And you will issue them the GTR receipt books?
Not GTR receipt, but market tickets.
Market tickets?
Yes.
How many market tickets do you issue a day?
It depends on the number of tickets that I collect from council.
Okay, and you have recordings of the books, market tickets you receive from the finance department?
Yes, I have that one, and I have the recordings of the collectors.
Collections.
So they are daily collections. I have that record with me.
Now, can we please have your cash book from 2018 to 2022?
It's the cash book.
This starts from 2016 to 2018.
Yes, because what happened is, you know, the balance of the year, that is the 2018 until 2019,
Yes.
was on another cash book, which is already submitted here by one Babundur. If you look at his cash book, you know, there is that connection from me to him when he take over from me.
You both use the same cash book, you mean?
Now, by then, you know, I was moved from the market to go to the sub-treasury.
Sub-treasury, yes.
So that was the time that the cash book I have at the market like this one, then I leave that with him so that he can complete the year. Then from there, you know, I was moved to the sub-treasury.
But in your statement, it says you were moved from 2019, so I expect to see the complete 2018.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I said the cash book that one Mr. Babundur submitted here,
Yes.
it is where that, you know, balance of the year
2018 and 19.
is there, yes.
And we will expect to see the indication of where you start and where you stop and where Babu starts. and where
Exactly,
he
it
stops.
is, yes, it is there. It is there.
We'll confirm from the cash book that Mr. Ndur submitted to confirm what you were saying.
Exactly.
Let me
But
clarify.
we will-
Mr. Dampha, if what is contained in this cash book, the dates are such that the last entries are in 2018,
Yes.
and you departed as market master or manager in 2019.
Yes.
How would Buba have? How would Mr. Babu have your cash book, or was he under you?
Yes, he was under me then. He was my assistant at the market. So by the time I was moved to the sub-treasury, then, you know.
He was under you as what? Was he a collector?
Yes, he was then a collector.
Yes, but if he is under you as a collector and you being the market master, you must make entries that you receive from him as the collector. Is that not correct?
Yes.
So there shouldn't be a gap in your cash book.
No, maybe.
And that his entries into your cash book should commence 2019, not 2018.
No, what I mean is, I was there in 2019, up till 2019.
Yes.
But
What time in 2019 did you leave?
I left in January 2019.
Okay.
I was in January.
Okay.
So, but by the time
Okay.
I was leaving, then the cash book that I was using, you know, I still maintain the recordings of the collection from the collectors on that cash book.
That should be ending 2018.
2018, yes.
As of the 31st of December.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
So
that is what we will find in this cash book, right?
no, not in this cash book, but the cash book that I said it is in that of the one
Okay,
Babu.
we will check that and we
Yes.
will call you back to reconcile that information.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. Dampha,
Yes, sir.
you've been recording from 2016 continuously to 2018.
Yes.
This book is not filled up, it's just January 2nd, 2018. It's not filled up, so I don't understand how you're using a new book for February 2018 to 2019, and you left in 2019.
No, what I mean is, you know, that book is filled up, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Okay, what happened here is, you know, normally when, you know, you are using your cash book and it is time for auditing, you have to send in your cash book and then you have to open another one before this one is coming, because normally they don't even send back the cash books that you have already, that are already audited. So that was the time I provide another cash book, start entering that of the 2018 again.
2018
yes,
February.
Yes, exactly, up to the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That will be confirmed. Madam Chair, we apply to tender the cash book of the witness, Mr. Dampha, from 2016, particularly focusing on 2018 into evidence as an exhibit.
The cash book maintained by the witness covering the period 2016 to February 2018 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/KEAC/LD/003.
As the Commission pleases. Now, Mr. Dampha, the collection that you've been receiving from the 6 collectors, were you banking all of these monies?
No, not all that money are banked. Banking was not even 100%, because we do make bankings, but sometimes we do not make bankings. That is why I said banking was not 100%.
Why?
Because there are other commitments that, you know, we are assigned to do.
Such as?
Such as the maintenance of the vehicle, that is the tractor, which is used by health laborers.
Mr. Dampha, I would require you to speak louder, please, and into the mic.
All right, I said like the commitments that are made for those monies that, you know, we do not make bankings are the ones used for the maintenance of the tractors, you know, used by the waste management team.
How was this process done to vis-a-vis with the collections, and how you keep those accounts? How do you balance that?
Yes, normally, you know, when the collectors, you know, submit their cash, it is accumulated as it is. Then from there, that day, the money is sent to the bank. But if we have the instructions from the authorities from Kerewan, which is...
Who in particular?
Yeah, from the authorities in Kerewan, that is the CEO and the financial director, who will then instruct the sub-treasury head that we have to make these assignments. Then they will go ahead and do those assignments. Instead of banking, then we will use that money to facilitate that commitment.
And the sub-treasury will give you something in return to show that all of these monies that you were spending was used on. There is evidence of what it was used for.
Yes, exactly, because, you know, the person that the money, like the workmanship, will write a claim attesting that, you know, he has done this work and that this amount was the charges that should be paid to him.
Okay. Now, there is an issue on the part of the sub-treasury that you are collecting, you do, or the unit or the committee does license collections at a certain period.
Okay.
What period would this normally be?
Normally, it starts by maybe around, I think, December or so to January, whereby, you know, assessments are made that, you know, demand notes are given to the business owners.
Okay.
You know, after a week or so, we then embark on the collection of the revenue from the business owners. That is why we call it the trade lancing collection.
As a team, what's the benefit, or the committee, what do they benefit after making these huge collections?
No, the committee didn't benefit anything. To benefit something from the collection?
Yes.
No, they never benefit anything from the collection.
Okay.
When we make collection, we submit the money, and whereby the money is even deposited at the bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there is an issue of several withdrawals that you've made from Council's account, the Guaranteed Trust Bank, EcoBank, during the period under review, for the sums of 285,850, 1,281,050 from the Trust Bank, EcoBank 5,609,927. Could you explain how you were made to withdraw these sums from these accounts?
Yeah, exactly. It do happen, whereby they will draw the check from Kerewan, whereby they will write our name on the check.
Mr. Dampha?
Yes.
Please, I would like you to refer to names. You've been mentioning they, and I've been asking.
Yeah, okay. The check will come from Kerewan, from the CEO and the Director of Finance, because they are the bearers of the check.
At the time, which CEO?
Then Sidi Toure was the CEO and Abdullah Khan was the finance manager.
Okay.
Then they will write our names on the check, and then they will send it to Farafenye, where we will go and cash these checks and then give it to whoever happens to come, be it the CEO Sidi Toure, okay, or Abdullah Khan, or sometimes the finance manager Maudo, Baldeh.
So do they have specific times that they will require these checks to be withdrawn in your names?
Pardon?
Do they have specific time in the month that these checks will be withdrawn in your names?
Well, I cannot actually remember because, it is a long time, but I know that, they do send checks whereby they will assign my name on it, that, I have to withdraw these checks and give it to them, whether they themselves or sometimes if Maudo Baldeh will come or Abdullah will come or Sidi Toure himself will come.
Okay.
Yes.
But do you have any idea what these monies are for?
Actually, I would not speculate on how they were using that money. I only withdraw or cash the check, give them the cash.
So normally, who in particular will bring these checks, and who do you deliver the monies to?
They themselves will bring it, like the CEO, Sidi Toure, will sometimes bring the check. Sometimes Abdullah Khan will bring the check, or Maudo Baldeh will bring the check. After withdrawing, I will give the money to them.
Okay, let me, we want to understand something.
Yeah.
They will come from Kerewan.
Exactly.
To Farafenye.
Yes.
Bring you the check because you're in Farafenye.
Yes.
And then you will withdraw the check.
Yes.
So if they are all the way there with the check, they cannot do the withdrawals for themselves?
I did not understand.
If they had to come all the way to Farafenye for the check withdrawal, it cannot be in their names for them to do the withdrawal?
Well, I don't know why they even put our names there, because, we sometimes see them, they bring the checks, we see that our names are on it. So I don't know why they did not put their names on it.
Okay. And there is an issue, do you know Omar Tarawale?
Omar Tarawale, of course, I know Omar.
Sorry, one second. He testified here earlier last week.
Okay.
He mentioned that he was given a check. He withdrew from the GT Bank account, and he gave you, the sum is $48,000, and he gave you the money. What was that for?
The money that he withdrew from the GT Bank,
Yes.
it was given to me. Then that money, I was told by the CEO to deposit it at the trust bank on his account.
In the CEO's personal account.
Personal account, anyway.
Why was that for?
I don't know why it's going to be used for.
And have you been depositing monies into the CEO's account?
I could not fully remember. It can't happen because the period is quite vast, but it may happen. But I could remember this one clearly because this was on the last days of when he was to be moved. When, Omar gave me this money that, I have to deposit it at CEO's account. And CEO himself was present when, CEO gave me the money.
Okay. It's a long time, you cannot remember the orders, but it's possible that it happened.
It's possible, yes. Maybe I may not remember, but I know there may be times where I may deposit monies at his account.
So aside from the amounts that I've mentioned here, there are other amounts that you've been withdrawing and deposited in CEO's account? Even if you cannot remember the amount, but there are monies that you've been depositing.
That's what I'm saying. It may happen, it can happen in fact, but I could not exactly remember how much and when it even happened.
Okay.
Yeah, but it do happen.
You remember this one because it's mentioned by Mr. Tarawale? But
Yes, because that one, it was, we were together when it happens. So that is why I cannot even forget it. And it also happens when he was to be moved from the Kerewan Area Council to Mansakonko Area Council. That was it.
And you know that money is not his money?
I know it is not his money.
Why would you take council money and deposit it in the CEO's account,
Because
account?
he gave me the instruction, so I don't know what transpired until he has to give me that money to deposit to his account.
He gave you the instructions, but you knew it was wrong.
Of course, I know it was wrong that, council's money should not be deposited into an individual account.
So what did you tell him?
I didn't tell him anything.
You just go by the instructions and that's it?
Exactly.
Let me ask you. As the head of the sub-treasury, you have indicated in your statement that you collect and then deposit the revenue into council's account, right?
Yes.
So is this done after your reconciliation, or the reconciliation is done at the level of the finance?
No, in fact, I was not the head of the sub-treasury. I was at the market. So what I mean by that is, if collections are made whereby the collectors submit their...
Who was the sub-head treasury at the time?
That was one Yasin Fai.
Okay.
Yasin was the head of the sub-treasury.
Councilor.
That will be all for this witness. We'll go through his cash book and confirm from the witness. What's the name of the witness again?
Lamin Dampha.
No, the cash book that was submitted that we need to confirm the end of 20.
That was the market cash book.
Yes.
That was the market
It was
cash book.
tendered through who?
That
You
was
mentioned the name.
The one Babundur submitted.
Babundur, thank you.
Exactly, yeah.
So we'll confirm that, Madam Chair. If need be, we'll communicate through the registrar.
All right. Now, let me just ask this question. Why is it that 2020-2021, your collectors would not issue demand notes to the companies that operate GSM, the GSM companies that are situated in Kerewan? Why wouldn't they be issued demand notes for them to pay what they are supposed to pay?
If I may explain a little bit, like if you say my collectors, because then that was why I was making that rectification, saying the team, the team was set up by the council, that is the Kerewan area council authorities, whereby a team is set up for these trade lancing collections. And since I joined the trade lancing collection, I have never come across where those GFM companies have been issued with the demand note for trade lancing payment.
So they never paid trade license?
Well, I don't know whether they have never paid, but during my time there, I have never issued them, or the team never issued them with a demand note for trade lancing.
So did you write to the finance director?
No, because, like as I said, a team is being set up, and the team is consisting of our supervisor.
Who was your supervisor?
The lady I mentioned, Yasin Fai.
Okay.
And then we also have the finance manager.
And who is that?
Who is Maudo, Baldeh. So,
And who else is in the team?
Then you have also Fabakari Fofana.
And you are the...
I am Lamin Dampha.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are part of the team that go out for the collection and the registration of these trade licenses.
Yes. But you are aware that in your budget,
in
your budget, at the end of the year, your budget would reflect the projection of revenue, anticipated revenue that you will earn from these GSM companies. Is that correct?
Yeah, it could be correct, because the head office, like the council, may know exactly why those things are not collected,
So
and it will.
As a committee, did you know what they were supposed to pay at the end of each year?
Those GMSM companies?
Yes.
No, I never know, because I've never asked or given them a demand note.
Were you people not doing any assessment?
We were doing the assessment.
So you skipped the GSM companies?
No, we never spoke to them.
You never
spoke to them.
When we were doing your assessment,
exactly.
You never go to their offices?
We never go to them or even speak to them or even serve them with the demand note.
All right, thank you.
Madam Chair, if I may. Mr. Dampha?
Yes, sir.
The personal account of the CEO that you deposited the 48,000, can you remember the bank?
Yeah, that was the trust bank.
Okay, that will be all.
That was the trust bank.
Thank you.
Mr. Dampha, we thank you for coming. We will call you back after we have done our reviews for you to clarify certain issues. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma.
All right.
Okay.
As a commission, please.